Hi, this is a short video about delays and timing accuracy in Macs. So these are some of the aspects which we'll be touching on, but more than that, this tutorial is about one of the main strong points that Macs has, namely having a hypothesis and quickly making a prototype to verify if what you expect is actually right. This kind of thing is often very quick and easy to do in Macs compared to traditional programming languages. Now you could start with looking up background information. And I'm linking a couple of these resources in the description. But as I said, another way to go about it is to just dive right in and experiment. So let's do that. I'm going to start with a simple bang trigger, and we can delay it using the delay object. And we're going to delay it by 1 second, right? 1000 milliseconds. So if I click this, 1 second later, we get a bang. And we can time this actual operation using the timer and get the exact timing. And in this float number, we can see, as we expected, it's precisely 1000 milliseconds. So all of this happens on the control rate, which has a time resolution of about a millisecond. But if you want to go to have a even tighter precision, we could go into the audio rate, and I can just paste this stuff here. So here the click is kind of the equivalent of the bang, and we can see it's delayed. Here this is a scope object where we can monitor the click and the delay, and basically, the timing here is very, very precise, but it's not exactly 1000. This is due to the signal vector size, which can be selected here. So if we go down to a vector of 1, so every sample is basically computed separately, then we have really, really tight timing. But this is normally not practical, so the rule of thumb is to, if you're dealing with time-sensitive audio stuff, is to stick in the audio domain. Now, what I also want to look at is using send and receive objects. So let's say I want to send this bang to somewhere and receive a response from somewhere. And I've got a separate patcher that implements basically the same kind of delay. And we see now that it's still very close to 1000. So the jitter is on the sub-millisecond level, which is very much practicable. So this is something you can work with. And finally, I want to verify the variability of just using raw OSC messages. So let's prepare such a message, and I'm going to use the OSC address called /input, and I'm going to send this to udpsend localhost 6448, and this will be sending messages to a Python script that's running in the background, and that's simply delaying whatever it receives, bangs basically. So I don't need to parse the response. I'm just going to trigger a bang and see what happens. And as we can see now, the jitter is no longer negligible. It's several milliseconds, right? So this is something that if you're dealing with a high precision application, which is my case. So as you see, we have an input, we sleep for 1 second, and then we send the output. It's very, very basic. Then this could be a problem, right? So in this case, it's definitely, the problem is not with the Python script itself, and it's not with the OSC standard. It's more likely something about the UDP protocol, so the communication. And you can imagine that if the communication were to happen between different computers on a network, then the jitter would be even higher. So one way to mitigate this, in order to ensure precision, I might have to bundle timestamps in with the OSC messages. So this is something that I might do. Okay, I hope you found all this helpful, and thanks for watching.